You know, my dad always says, chasing dreams is like a web series full of drama and touching moments. It's thanks to his best buddy Peter's unwavering support that Rudy could keep dreaming big in a school where being a factory worker was a badge of honor. The next day, an accident at the factory made Peter's young life vanish like a magician's trick, leaving Rudy sobbing like a kid at the funeral, mourning his life, just laughing together. They are now worlds apart. Tomorrow or misfortune, Rudy vows to keep chasing dreams for both. Red is not one to wallow, so he decides to hop on a bus to Notre Dame to chase his dreams, but his girlfriend has other plans. Rudy understands, hugging her tightly, apologizing. Dream chasers face loneliness. Before he leaves, his dad finds him. His dad hopes he will abandon that not-so-realistic dream and paints a picture of his brothers leading a wonderful life working at the factory. After all, they are cashing in on those sweet benefits like winning the lottery, but Rudy refuses to follow in his brother's footsteps. Some give up, but Rudy chooses to set sail and fuel his dreams. If a ship doesn't know its destination, no wind will provide a pleasant journey. When Rudy arrives at Notre Dame, still shrouded in the darkness of the early morning, when Y kindly suggests he first have a chat with a priest on campus, but the priest responds in a mysterious manner. People keep telling me what I can and can't do, and I've listened to them for too long. I decided to break free from their limitations. His heartfelt words struck a chord with a well-experienced priest, who then arranged an opportunity for Rudy. If he performs well, he might transfer to Notre Dame. The lights of his long-cherished dream finally shined ahead, and he stepped onto the campus he missed so much. He was so excited, he felt like a kid ditching his bags and racing straight to the holy land of football, looking around with wide-eyed hope. Suddenly, a security guard bellowed at him to leave, but Rudy shot back, full of bravado. Someday, if I ever manage to leave that tree behind, I'll rush onto this very field. The guard just told him to chat with the coach. Surprise. Rudy actually found the office, but misunderstood a few things. Sadly, the coach barely noticed him. Yet the coach dismissed Rudy without a care, rushing him off in minutes flat. In the days that followed, he started his grueling study path, not letting the priest down at all. He took notes like a detective hunting for clues, grabbing the attention of the teaching assistant. The TA was the straightest student, but when it came to chatting with girls, let's just say it was a math test gone wrong. Seeing Rudy chat up girls, the TA offered free tutoring in exchange for a date setup. So, they struck a deal. TA tutors Rudy while Rudy becomes his pickup artist advisor. Before long, the TA was having his springtime romance. In between studies and flirting, Rudy hung around the training field hoping to catch but the coach remained indifferent, so Rudy decided to approach the guard who previously kicked him out, hoping for help. He boldly said he didn't want a salary, just a chance to be an assistant. The guard was moved by Rudy's passion. The guard replied, "All right, see you tomorrow." At 10 a.m., Rudy thanked his lucky stars as he followed the guard to the players' lounge to help out. With school team slogans plastered everywhere, Rudy felt inspired, and he could even recall the names attached to each star's locker. His inner enthusiasm was reignited once more. Rudy thought, "We need to hustle to get this task accomplished." His teammates shouted to outpace their rivals, and Rudy's youthful dreams came rushing back too. Rudy was filled with restlessness and excitement, but as night fell, having shelled out all his savings for tuition, he had no choice but to creep into the guard's office for some shut-eye. The next day, Rudy lucked into a gig painting a football helmet, but they required a Notre Dame student. Why can't I catch a break? Maybe we need some creativity here. Before long, the annual Notre Dame game was approaching, but he only had $10 in his pocket, see not enough for a ticket. The girl compromised to keep her job, while Rudy felt his dream was within reach yet frustrating. It felt like a wall blocking Rudy from his dreams, and he'd crash and burn but charge on anyway. That night, Rudy snuck into the supply room as usual, but when he switched on the light, he found a blanket and a key on the... Turns out, the guard had been quietly keeping an eye on his every move all along. The next day, Rudy sought out the guard who was diligently at work and expressed his heartfelt gratitude to him specifically. That unspoken concern brought a warm feeling to Rudy's heart. Finals were just about to be upon us. Rudy's grades were a mixed bag, one pass and the rest BS. Not bad for her, but still not enough for Notre Dame standards. Unsurprisingly, her application got rejected, so on Christmas Eve, Rudy rushed home to show her grades to her dad. But Dad didn't care much, and her brother just kept mocking her dreams like usual. The kicker for Rudy? His girlfriend was now with his brother. In an instant, her mood hit rock bottom. She stormed out, chasing dreams alone, yet no lights were on for her. To prove his worth to his family and himself, Rudy dedicated every second of his second semester to studying. He trained with all his might, yet unfortunately, the application still ended up with the dreadful denied stamp. The guard's advice made Rudy realize he was too fixated in the results, missing out on the joy of the journey. After realizing it, Rudy readjusted, poured energy into next semester, optimistically filled out the application. Disappointing. Rudy felt lost, unsure if all his hard work the past years was for nothing. By the fourth semester without success, he might never get into Notre Dame. Because Notre Dame doesn't accept transfers into their junior year, she sought help from the priest, who comforted her after learning the truth.